We have our teams, of course, scattered across downtown Davenport, finding out how people are coping, how they're handling, how they're coming together, and Local 4 Sean Logging is in downtown Davenport as well with some of that as well. Sean?
Yes, Jim. Right now I'm joined by Scott Ryder. He's the owner of Exit Realty right down here on 2nd Street in between Pershing and Paring. Scott, just first off, what are you dealing with inside there?
Well, the water really swept up on us quick, so we are sandbagging the front and the back of the building. In about a 15-minute period of time, the main levee down there broke and flooded. Our cars we have a parking garage in the back, and our cars were flooded, and we were able to get them all out. We had about 6 cars in there that we were able to push out of the building, and we were able to, all but one is running at the moment, so we were pretty lucky with that. But we're sandbagging trying to keep water from going into the building any farther. So.
Yeah, when that emergency happened, pretty much at 4 o'clock, just kind of what type of notice did you guys have?
We didn't have much. I mean, earlier in the day, the fire department came by and said they didn't expect it to be able to necessarily break, but to be kind of prepared. And we had sandbags back there, and we were prepared, but it didn't really matter what we had done. It swept up fast. So.
Yeah, just how quickly? Was it just a matter of seconds or minutes?
It was a 10-15 minute period of time. Then it went from we had water that was probably 300 feet away to it was in our building a foot deep, and we've got at the back door it's about knee high at the moment. So.
Yeah, just when it comes to inside, just kind of what type of things are you doing right now just to try to salvage maybe some of the office equipment, things like that?
We've had a great bunch of volunteers that came down and helped us sandbag, and the city's been bringing us additional sandbags, and we've done a chain of sandbags bringing them down into the back of the building, and we're doing walls with plastic and to keep it coming any farther and to keep it in our parking garage and not in our office and away from our cop machines and computers and things. So.
Yeah, just when it comes to this year's flooding, did you expect to be impacted that much?
No, I mean we were pretty lucky. We had sandbags. We thought they would maybe come up a little bit. The city had done some great prepping with their flood wall that they've done back there, and we thought we talked to the previous owner. We've only owned the building about 4 months, and we thought that if it came, it maybe come to the back door just a little bit, and we'd keep that away. But definitely not this kind of experience. So.
You said volunteers are out here helping you sandbag. Just what does it mean to see people just turn up and just support you guys during this difficult time?
That's a huge deal. I don't know what we do without them. And there's been, I don't know how many people that just poured in and have lent a hand and grabbed up sandbags. And we've done assembly lines, and it's just been amazing.
Yeah, just going throughout the night here too, just kind of what type of things are you going to be looking forward, just kind of watching?
We're watching to try to. We're planning to try to do some pumps and things, but we're just notified the cities they're shutting off the power. They're concerned about safety, and we get that. We're going to try to do pumps and pump things away. So at the moment, we're about done and trying to keep it away as best we can. And without power, we probably won't be able to do too much. So.
And were there a lot of people inside at the time around 4 o'clock, or were you guys wrapping up for the day?
We were kind of wrapping up for the day, but we had a half dozen people or so that were there and had vehicles in the back, and we're working away, and it was just kind of a shock. I mean, we weren't expecting it to be a tidal wave like that. So.
Yeah, just when it comes to your employees too, just kind of how are they doing right now? Just kind of having to kind of react to this emergency.
Well, several of them, my wife included, were in tears or crying, and they were upset about the, especially we were trying to get their vehicles out, and we were able to get their vehicles out and do that. So it was definitely some shaken people here at the moment. So.
Well, Scott, thank you very much for your time and best of luck here during the cleanup. Jim, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
I think it's nice to hear his story, how the people there, strangers even coming in to help volunteer with all of that there. Sean, thanks for that report.